Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I want to share with you a little project that I whipped up very quickly the other day. This month I am taking part in May Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge that is run by dear Julie here on YouTube, and she does a junk journal creation challenge every month. And I did do the Christmas one, and that was a lot of fun. And when I watched her intro video at the beginning of the month and she said it was going to be May Mayhem, I thought, right, I have to do this. Now, the theme, of course, for the design is completely up to you. And of course, I decided to go for mermaid or under the water, all that sort of thing, because my stash is huge. Now, this little cutie here is a junk journal that I have made because inside the main challenge, where we're making a full-on junk journal with all sorts of decorative bits, this is what is called a mini challenge in the challenge. And it's to make a junk journal using a gift card as the cover. Now, I was very lucky. I had this gorgeous mermaid gift card that I bought ages ago and never got to use. But I'm going to do a flip through and I'll show you how I've made it. But I thought this is a really great idea, especially for people that are still in isolation. I have not been. I'm still working full time, not at home. And so I have sort of been throwing myself into crafting in my spare time to fill the hours. But this would be a great thing to make for a friend for her birthday. Just use a beautiful birthday card or something like that to do it. But let's have a look. I'll show you what I've done here. Honestly, this took me less than an hour to do, and I used up lots of lovely scraps. Now, just one thing with this though, this card I bought from a cheap shop and it was not very good quality. So what I did, I created the signature, so that's all of this stuff, and I put it in its own cover with some nice sort of heavy cardstock and sewed it all together. I'll show you in the middle. Where is the middle? That's here. Now, I just used some DMC embroidery threads because it was blue, and I've sewn this together. And when you do the sewing, leave some nice long bits if you want, and then you can add a few beads or charms or something down the bottom. And then what I did, I put a piece of sticky tape down the inside spine of the actual card, just to make it a little stronger, and then I just glued the signature straight on to the gift card. You can see it didn't quite match up perfectly down there. I think it might be, it's a little bit, no, see, look, it doesn't quite match, but look, it doesn't matter, it's a junk journal. But this is now a really solid cover. On its own, if I had sewn this together, this would have torn in 5 seconds flat. So I didn't do it that way. Solid as a rock now. So let's have a look at what I've done here. I've used up lots of scraps. The deal with this is we had to make a junk journal and then 10 embellishments for it. So I'll show you some of the things that I made. For example, I folded this one up and made a pocket before I glued it down. And here's one of the little cards I made with a cute mermaid. And then it's all different size pieces of paper. I've simply glued this down to make a pocket. And there's another one of the 10 cards that I've made. I've used all sorts of different paper, writing paper. This I've just glued on and hand drawn on like, you know, like it looks like little sewing threads, but I didn't sew that one in. I just glued it down. Left plenty of white space to use up for journaling. You can decorate those pages even more, especially if you were doing it for someone else, or just leave white space. There's nothing wrong with that. I hand painted some water sort of looking deco on this with just some watercolors, took 5 seconds. Smaller sheet in there. This is another one. I've simply fussy cut out that from a piece of cardstock and I've just stapled it in, keeping things simple. There's another little cute card that I've made, so that makes a great little tuck spot. Again, this is some smooshed paint onto a normal piece of printer paper, this is the beauty of it. You don't have to use fancy papers. You can create your own with paint and just use printer paper. I've stapled this on. This is quite thick, so it helps to give this a little bit more stability. Again, small pieces of paper. This is an envelope that I've just punched a little pull mark into it. And there's another little tag I made with a little bit of cute wool popped on the end there to make it easier to pull out, and it also looks cute hanging out from the top there. Again, this is some watercolor splatters, again on normal printer paper, and by sticking the envelope down onto it, again, it's given it some strength, and I've just sort of rubbed it a bit. Oh, look, I was literally just having some fun. Bit of striped paper. This is some, what's this? This is a greaseproof paper that, again, I was smushing paint with. This was part of the smushing on the other paper, and then I thought, hang on, this looks really pretty. I'm going to use that. And I've just stapled a little flip. Actually, did I staple? Or no, I've used a bit of washi tape under there and created a little flip. No, I have stapled that one. That's right, the washi tape wouldn't hold on the greaseproof paper. So there's a little tuck spot there. A bit of washi tape just to cover up where those staples are so that they don't tear. This is another envelope that, again, I've just cut the top off. There's another one of the cute little cards that I've made. Some small little bits. This is from a 6x6 paper pad. You know, pages can be any size. More smushed paper. Another little pocket and a cute leftover piece as a tag. This one here, oh, I'm going to have to glue my washi down. It's not holding. Again, created another little tuck spot. Used a pin for this cute little card that I made. This was just some sticky notes that I actually stuck down with glue. And I'm going to have to put a little glue under that washi. It's not holding so well. Thrown in some little bit of lined paper. Again, this is another little leftover piece. I had stenciled in copper some shells onto this paper. I had this little piece left, so what I did was just glued down both of those bits. There's another cute little tag that I've made. Another bit of playing with paint, and I've stapled this down here to create a little pocket. And this is another little tag I've made. This was actually made with a playing card, and I finger painted on some paint, added a few stickers, makes a great little tuck. This is all now, of course, the reverse of all the papers that I've used. Again, another little piece of scrap, just glued down the edges to make a tuck spot. One of my 10 decorative pieces, just a few die cuts, all just literally stapled together. Like, this is really quick and really simple. This is the other half of the envelope. So again, it makes another great tuck spot. A cute little tag. This is just a cut apart, and I've glued on a tiny little piece of scrap to make the pull part. Simple, using up scraps. This is just the most fun. It's so quick. Look at this, just a little sticky note that I've washi taped down, but I did use a little bit of glue there to hold it onto that greaseproof paper. A tiny little strip, again, it was a piece of rubbish. It really should have gone in the bin. But I now realise that it's worth keeping all those little bits if you want to make cute things like this. Because look, there's another tuck spot. Quick and easy, staple at each end. That's another one of the little cards I made. And this is the reverse, of course. This one here now, the envelope that I used, I just used half of the main envelope as a tuck spot. This one here, I've just glued it down. And so there's another little tuck spot. So that's the other part of the envelope. And that's another little cut apart that I've just popped in there. More paint smushing. Oh, it's so much fun. Then I have glued this down, and I need to put something in there. But look, we can just take this one out for a moment. There we go. There's another little tuck spot. This is a very quick and easy way if you've got shorter pieces of paper and you want to get rid of some of your white space. Just glue your little short piece down onto the plane. You've got a tuck spot, you're good to go. There's the rest of my watercolour painting. And just to, again, to strengthen this paper, because it's just normal copy paper, I have put some washi tape on that, and that just sort of strengthens that page a bit. Couple of last little bits, and again I've got another tuck spot at the back here. So there you go. It's a real quick, easy project and would make a fabulous gift for a friend that's stuck in isolation. If they've got a birthday coming up, use a birthday card and a little junk journal, and they can use it to keep memories from their birthday. You could even do it like for someone who loves being creative, even for a little wedding card. Just fill the insides with something like this. Use up your scraps and you have a quick, easy and super cute journal. I do think I do need to decorate that back, I've just realised though. So I think we might be sticking some pretty paper down there, because that's looking a bit ugly. I don't think I like that. So we'll get to that. But there we go. I hope you enjoyed this quick little sort of semi-tutorial. Great little project to do, and honestly you can do it for zero cost other than about an hour of your time using up things you've probably got lying around home if you're anything like me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're staying safe, and until next time, take care. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Plenty more crafty things coming up soon. Until then, take care. Bye.